Since India gained independence in 1947, almost all the viceroys and viceroys of India have been consigned to the margins of history. Few now recall any of their names or deeds, and the viceroys especially are seen as faded symbols of imperialist vanity, a step or two removed from the bride figure on a wedding cake. Decorative mannequins, devoid of identity, the very well-dressed and bejeweled wives of and helpmates to Britain's proconsuls in India. Ironically, the most enduring symbol of a viceroy is that of an American, the beauteous Lady Mary Curzon, whose jewel-encrusted peacock dress at the 1903 Durbar created a lasting image in British popular culture of a viceroy as a great ornamental. It was not wholly fanciful. Drawings and photographs of viceregal life show elegant women, beautifully dressed and bejeweled, usually overdressed given the climate, at ceremonial dinners, garden parties, or durbars, in hunting dress or riding in a silver howdah atop an elephant during a state entrance into the city. A few are pictured in camp on tiger hunts, but only the most daring actually went on shikar. The viceroy's lack of visibility in conventional histories is due in some measure to the harsh glare of post-imperialist judgments which place all that happened under the Raj in a kind of combination of prisoner's box and detention cell to be castigated in perpetuity. Aside from such reflexive dismissal, the near eclipse of viceroys also reflects the marginalizing of most viceroys of various European imperial powers. The very few brief and distorted portrayals of viceroys of India in popularized history and film leave little sense that from the 1850s until India gained independence from Britain in 1947, they were martial leaders and powerful executives, the highest-ranking surrogate monarchs on the globe during the great last phase of imperialism. The fact that they have been forgotten by the children of the former masters as much or more than those of the subjects is not surprising, since they were the most glaring symbols of authoritarian rule. Whether it be deemed schizoidal or hypocritical, they also represented the grand contradiction that many European imperial powers, and the United States as well, established increasingly liberal regimes at home while imposing rule by force over subject peoples. Whether one looks back at that grand contradiction through literalist lenses or through such surreal optics as those of postmodernist subaltern studies. By the way, Eggplant, subaltern studies are studies of those who served under imperial powers, okay? Or post-imperial perspectives, it remains hard to grasp how those elaborate systems of power functioned and appreciate why the popular stereotype of viceregal marginality is off the mark. But it is also understandable, since few realize today how monarchies and aristocracies were the mainstay of governmental authority throughout most of the world.